Hey there, yeah, there's been an alarming rise in the rate of skin cancer among young adults and especially women. We're going to have details on a new study for you coming up.
Alarming statistics about the continued rise in skin cancer among young adults. Melanoma now 8 times more common in young women than it was 40 years ago. KTLA's Liberty Chan is live in Beverly Hills with more on the study. And Liberty, I think a lot of people watching this afternoon are really surprised by that, considering we're more diligent with SPF and sunscreen and staying out of the sun than we were 30 years ago.
Absolutely. Now, of course, it is surprising, but researchers say that this may be linked to tanning beds. They say a lot more young people are still using tanning beds. Now, even though young people have much more knowledge about the detrimental effects of indoor tanning, authors of the study conducted by the Mayo Clinic say young adults are not changing their behavior and they're tanning just as much as they did way back in the 80s. Now, the study did not focus on the reasons for the increase, but statistics show that people who use indoor tanning beds are 74% more likely to get melanoma than non-tanners. Melanoma is the deadliest form of skin cancer, and while the study found that the rate of melanoma among women in their 20s and 30s has increased 8-fold and quadrupled among young men between 1970 and 2009, the rate of mortality from melanoma has dropped, suggesting early intervention and better treatment has helped save lives. One doctor who we talked to says aside from tanning beds, we're also wearing less clothing these days.
Compared to yesteryear, we're wearing less clothing when we go out. Short sleeves, skimpier tops, perhaps shorter dresses, guys in shorts. This is something that 50, 60 years ago they weren't doing. So there's more of the body that's getting exposed to the sun, and thus the increase in skin cancer.
Now, doctors say there are things you can do to help prevent skin cancer. They're pretty simple, pretty obvious. One, don't go to a tanning bed. Don't fake a bake. It's just not worth it. Also, wear sunscreen daily and try to stay out of the sun. So we're standing right here. Just hop into the shade and you're going to be protected. That is the very latest from Beverly Hills. I'm Liberty Chan. Let's send it back to you now in studio. And an alarming rise in the rate of skin cancer among young adults, especially women. We're going to have details for you on a new study. That story coming up. And an alarming rise in the rate of skin cancer among young adults, especially women. We're going to have details for you on a new study. That story coming up.
It's like a fashionable thing, isn't it? Perhaps some women feel under pressure to get a nice bronze.
Getting a deep bronze may be in, and shows like the Jersey Shore may even make it look acceptable.
I got a tanning bed in my place. That's how serious I am about being a Guido.
But dermatologists say don't do it.
And there's no such thing as a, quote, healthy tan.
According to a new study released by the Mayo Clinic, the number of young adults diagnosed with melanoma is skyrocketing. Melanoma is the deadliest form of skin cancer. The study found that the rate of melanoma among women between the ages of 18 and 39 has increased 8-fold and quadrupled among young men over the last 40 years.
I am surprised because there is such a big awareness out there.
This 25-year-old says she's well aware of the dangers of tanning and takes precautions.
Always wear a sunscreen if I'm planning on going out in the sun.
Do you ever use a tanning bed?
Never. I never use sun because I'm aware of the risks of cancer, of skin cancer. I would never do it.
While some people never go to tanning salons, according to research, young adults are tanning just as much as they did back in the 80s. And statistics show people who use tanning beds are 74% more likely to get melanoma than non-tanners. Authors of the study blame tanning beds for the spike in skin cancer, but this doctor has another idea.
Compared to yesteryear, we're wearing less clothing when we go out. Short sleeves, skimpier tops, perhaps shorter dresses, guys in shorts. This is something that 50, 60 years ago they weren't doing. So there's more of the body that's getting exposed to the sun, and thus the increase in skin cancer.
In Beverly Hills, Liberty Chan, KTLA 5 News.